Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel USA Old Coins. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of old United States coins. From the shiny Lincoln pennies to rare Jefferson nickels and historic Washington quarters, each coin tells a story about America's past. These coins aren't just currency, they're tiny pieces of history, carrying the art, culture, and milestones of their era. Whether you're a collector, history enthusiast, or just curious about the value hidden in your pocket change, you're in for an exciting journey. Let's explore the stories behind these iconic coins and uncover the treasures that lie in plain sight. Top 1. In the year 2000, the United States Mint introduced something truly remarkable, a golden dollar coin that would capture the attention of collectors and the general public alike. This was the Sacagawea dollar, a gleaming golden piece honoring a woman whose courage shaped American history. But what makes the 2000 Sacagawea dollar so fascinating isn't just its design, it's the stories, the mysteries, and the unexpected value that surrounds it. When people first saw the coin, they were immediately drawn to its golden color. Unlike the dull silver hues of older dollars, this one shimmered like sunlight on a river. It wasn't made of real gold, of course, but a unique blend of metals that gave it that distinctive appearance. Still, its brilliance in design made it feel special, like a treasure from a new era. The heart of this coin is Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who guided Lewis and Clark through the uncharted American frontier. On the obverse, her calm, determined face gazes confidently forward, with her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, carried on her back. This design symbolized courage, guidance, and discovery, an eternal reminder of her journey across unknown lands. The designer of this stunning obverse was Glenna Goodacker, a talented sculptor who brought history to life through her art. She wanted Sacagawea's expression to convey both strength and tenderness, and she succeeded perfectly. The result was a portrait that feels alive, real and deeply human. Turn the coin over, and you'll find a majestic American bald eagle in full flight. This powerful image represents freedom, vision, and progress. Designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., it gives the coin a sense of motion and vitality, as if the eagle is soaring into the new millennium. Minted in Philadelphia, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar was the first of its kind. The letter P beneath the date tells collectors where it came from, marking it as a product of one of the most iconic mints in American history. For collectors, this small mint mark adds an important layer of identity to each piece. When these coins were first released, they were heavily promoted. The U.S. Mint even partnered with major corporations to circulate them, hoping Americans would embrace the dollar coin once again. However, despite the excitement, they never fully replaced the paper dollar in everyday use. Still, the Sacagawea dollar captured hearts. It became a collector favorite, especially those early 2000 issues that came out in pristine condition. And over time, a few rare varieties began to surface, special versions that were never meant to exist. Among the most famous of these are the Cheerios dollars. In 1999, a promotion placed special 2000 Sacagawea dollars inside cereal boxes. These coins had enhanced detail in the eagle's feathers, setting them apart from regular circulation pieces. Today, those coins can be worth thousands of dollars, but even among regular issues, the quality of strike, luster, and preservation plays a major role in determining value. Coins that have never been circulated, those in mint state condition, are highly sought after by numismatists. The Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of Sacagawea dollars in 2000, but finding one that remains flawless, untouched by human hands, is no easy task. It's this rarity in perfect condition that creates true value. Collectors search for coins with sharp details, bright golden color, and no visible marks. Graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, such coins often command impressive prices, and the fascination doesn't end there. Some coins have minting errors, like off-center strikes, die clashes, or missing edge lettering, that make them even more valuable. These mistakes, born in the process of creation, become one-of-a-kind treasures for collectors. Each of these coins tells a story of history, art, and the beauty of imperfection. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar is more than metal, it's a bridge between the past and present. connecting America's earliest explorers with its modern craftsmanship. Over 2 decades later, the Sacagawea dollar continues to inspire. Its warm golden tone still catches the light beautifully, and its message of strength and exploration remains timeless. Collectors across the world admire its design and the emotion it evokes. For them, owning one isn't just about money, it's about holding a symbol of courage and history in their hands. Even today, the U.S. Mint continues to honor Sacagawea through special Native American dollar series, but the 2000p issue remains the one that started it all. It stands as a classic, unforgettable piece. When you find a 2000p Sacagawea dollar, take a moment to admire it. Look closely at the details, the texture of her hair, the folds of her blanket, the majestic spread of the eagle's wings. Each line tells a story carved in metal, and who knows? Your coin might be one of the rare varieties, or perhaps a perfectly preserved gem that shines brighter than the rest. Sometimes, treasure hides in plain sight, waiting to be discovered by the right eyes. That's why coin collecting remains such a fascinating journey. It's not just about wealth, but discovery and connection. Each coin you find could lead to a story worth telling. The 2000p Sacagawea dollar reminds us that beauty, history, and value can come together in a single golden circle no bigger than your palm. It's a small piece of metal with a massive legacy. Many collectors have turned casual finds into significant discoveries, and the stories they share fuel the passion of new generations of coin enthusiasts. You have a 2000p Sacagawea dollar at home. Take a closer look. Examine its condition, check its details, and you might just hold something rare and valuable. Coins like this remind us that everyday objects can hold incredible worth, both in history and in money. So, never underestimate the power of curiosity and attention to detail. Each golden dollar has its own journey, minted, circulated, collected, and sometimes forgotten, until someone like you rediscovers it and brings its story back to life. And that's the beauty of numismatics, the thrill of turning something ordinary into something extraordinary, simply by looking closer. So, if you have one of these shining 2000p Sacagawea dollars, protect it, admire it, and keep its history alive. Who knows? It could be worth far more than you imagine. Because one of these brilliant United States of America gold $1 Sacagawea 2000p coins has been valued at an astonishing $100,000. You have any Sacagawea dollars or other rare coins? Tell us about them in the comments, and we'll help you find out their story and value. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like this video so more collectors can join our coin journey together. Top 2. In the vast and fascinating world of American coins, there exists a golden piece that stands as both a tribute to history and a marvel of artistry. The United States of America gold $1 coin honoring John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States. This coin, minted in his memory, captures more than just his face. It captures an entire era of American growth, diplomacy, and vision. When you hold this coin, you're not just holding metal, you're holding a story. John Quincy Adams served as president from 1825 to 1829, a time of great transformation for the young nation. Born into the legacy of his father, John Adams, he was a man of intellect, courage, and integrity, devoted to the progress of his country. The obverse side of this golden beauty proudly features a lifelike portrait of John Quincy Adams. His gaze is firm yet thoughtful, reflecting a man who carried the weight of leadership and the burden of ideals. His name curves elegantly across the edge, reminding every holder of his monumental place in history. The inscriptions on this side tell more than just his name and years in office. They mark a period when America was defining itself on the world stage. From 1825 to 1829, Adams worked tirelessly to strengthen the country through diplomacy and development. Turn the coin over, and you'll be greeted by the Statue of Liberty, her torch blazing with the eternal flame of freedom. This reverse design, found on all presidential $1 coins, symbolizes hope, enlightenment, and the unending pursuit of liberty. The golden tone of the coin isn't pure gold, but a stunning combination of copper, manganese, brass, and zinc that gives it that rich, radiant luster. Still, when it catches the light, it gleams with a golden brilliance worthy of a president's tribute. The coin belongs to the presidential $1 coin program, which began in 2007. Each year, for different presidents were honored with their own coins in the order they served. John Quincy Adams coin was part of the 2008 release, continuing this proud American tradition. Minted with precision and care, this coin was struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, each identified by their respective mint marks, P or D. These tiny letters, though small, tell collectors exactly where each coin began its journey. Collectors love this coin not just for its beauty, but for the depth of history it represents. John Quincy Adams wasn't only a president, he was also one of the greatest diplomats America ever produced. His leadership in foreign affairs and his efforts to end slavery through Congress make him one of the most respected figures in early U.S. history. Every curve of this coin, every detail of its engraving, reflects the pride of a nation and the story of a man whose intellect shaped the destiny of America. Even the edge of the coin is unique. It bears inscriptions of the year, the mint mark, and the national motto, "In God We Trust." Over time, collectors have come to appreciate not just the artistry of these coins but their rarity in pristine condition. Finding one that has never been touched by circulation, free from scratches or wear, is a challenge that makes such coins all the more valuable. The finest examples, often graded by professional coin services, display incredible detail in the president's portrait and deep, mirror-like luster. These are the coins that fetch extraordinary prices in auctions, but what truly makes the John Quincy Adams Gold $1 coin stand out is its connection to the man himself. Adams was a visionary leader who believed in education, moral courage, and service to the people. Owning a coin bearing his image is like owning a fragment of his remarkable legacy. Collectors often say that this coin feels alive, that when you study it, you can almost sense the era it represents. The early 1800s were a time of hope, invention, and expansion, and Adams' leadership was a beacon during those crucial years. As part of the Presidential Dollar series, this coin also symbolizes continuity, the passing of wisdom and leadership from one generation to the next. Each coin in the series tells a piece of the nation's story, but John Quincy Adams' coin is particularly special for its depth of character. Over the years, certain varieties and minting errors of this coin have drawn intense attention. Some have doubled lettering, others have slightly off-center strikes, making them unique treasures among collectors. These little details, imperfections, quirks, and variations that make coin collecting such a fascinating journey. Each piece is a mystery waiting to be uncovered, a story waiting to be told. The golden John Quincy Adams dollar is a shining reminder of how history and artistry intertwine. It is not just money, it is memory cast in metal, an echo of a leader who believed in truth and progress. Its gleaming surface invites curiosity, while its weight carries the dignity of a president's legacy. Each time you turn it in your hand, you're reminded of how far America has come since his presidency. Collectors all around the world seek this coin not just for its potential value but for what it represents: leadership, perseverance, and wisdom. And for those lucky enough to own one, it becomes more than a collectible, it becomes a connection to the American story. Even after decades, the coin's golden glow doesn't fade. It continues to attract admiration, to spark conversation, and to inspire a sense of wonder among numismatists and history lovers alike. Finding one in mint state condition is like finding a piece of preserved time, untouched, pure, and full of the past's quiet power. These coins are often stored in protective cases, admired for their flawless shine and historical weight. For many, collecting coins like this is not just a hobby, it's a journey through the corridors of history, where every coin is a key to another era. And the John Quincy Adams dollar is one of the most captivating keys of all. Its story reminds us that history is not just written in books, it's engraved in metal, waiting for someone to rediscover it and tell its tale anew. Every gleaming coin carries whispers of the past, and this one, in particular, carries the voice of a leader whose wisdom still resonates through time. So, if you come across a United States of America Gold $1 John Quincy Adams coin from the years 1825 to 1829, take a moment to look closely. It might just be a treasure waiting in plain sight, because one of these brilliant and historic coins has been valued at an incredible $467,000. You have a coin like this or any other rare American coin? Tell us about it in the comments, and we'll help you uncover its story and true value. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like this video so more collectors can join us on this fascinating coin journey. Top 3. In the year 2010, the United States Mint released a coin that beautifully blended history, culture, and artistry, the United States of America Gold $1 Sacagawea coin. This remarkable piece was part of the Native American $1 coin program, and it carried forward a legacy that began a decade earlier, in the year 2000. But the 2010 edition stood apart, not just in design but in the story it told, a story of honor, courage, and the roots of America's earliest journeys. The obverse of this beautiful golden coin once again features the timeless image of Sacagawea, the brave Shoshone woman who guided Lewis and Clark through the wilderness of the American West. With her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, carried gently on her back, Sacagawea's calm expression captures both strength and tenderness, a mother and a guide, leading explorers into the unknown. This design by Glenna Goodacre remains one of the most admired portraits in modern U.S. coinage. It reflects not only the historical significance of Sacagawea but also her enduring spirit and influence in shaping America's exploration story. But what truly makes the 2010 issue special lies on its reverse side. Each year, the Native American dollar features a new design highlighting the contributions of Native Americans to the nation's development. And the 2010 reverse is among the most captivating of them all. It honors the Great Tree of Peace and the Iroquois Confederacy, a powerful symbol representing unity among nations. Designed by Thomas Cleveland, it features a majestic image of a Hiawatha belt encircling 5 arrows bound together, symbolizing the union of the original 5 Iroquois nations. The intricate details of this design remind us of the depth of Native American influence on America's democratic ideals and governance. Long before the Constitution, the Iroquois Confederacy had already established a model of unity and peace that inspired the Founding Fathers. The golden hue of the coin isn't pure gold, but a beautiful alloy that gives it its signature warm glow. When the light hits it just right, it shines like a sunrise, radiant and full of meaning. Each coin was minted with precision at either the Denver Mint, marked by the D, or the Philadelphia Mint, marked by the P. Some were even specially struck for collectors in proof and uncirculated sets at the San Francisco Mint, bearing the S mint mark. Collectors love these coins not only for their design but also for their historical message. Every year's design brings a new story, a new glimpse into the heritage of Native American cultures, and a deeper understanding of America's shared past. The 2010 coin stands out because it represents harmony, a message that feels as relevant today as it did centuries ago. It is a small, golden symbol of peace, unity, and strength, carried forward through time. When you hold this coin, you're holding a piece of artistry and a reminder of values that continue to shape America: freedom, cooperation, and respect for the land and its people. Collectors across the world admire the 2010 Sacagawea dollar for its elegance and rarity in pristine condition. While millions were made, finding one that has remained untouched by circulation, flawless and gleaming, is a challenge worth pursuing. These coins, when perfectly preserved, often have sharp details and a mirror-like finish that makes them breathtaking to look at. Many collectors choose to have them graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC to verify their condition and authenticity. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. A single flawless specimen can make all the difference, transforming a common coin into a highly sought-after treasure. Some rare versions of the 2010 Sacagawea coin also feature minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center images, or missing edge inscriptions, that make them incredibly valuable. Each error tells its own unique story, making these coins even more fascinating. The 2010 design marked a new chapter for the Native American $1 coin program, showing that every coin could be more than currency. It could be a storyteller, a teacher, and a link between generations. The inscriptions E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, and $1 all serve as reminders of unity and strength, echoing the very theme of the design. Over time, this coin has become a favorite among modern collectors. It bridges the old and new, honoring ancient traditions while celebrating America's ongoing story of progress. The detail in its engraving, from the fine feathers on Sacagawea's hair to the symbolic arrows on the reverse, reflects the mint's remarkable craftsmanship. Every line, every curve has meaning, even though it's a dollar coin, few ever spend it. Instead, most choose to keep it safe, preserved for future generations who will look back and admire its cultural and historical significance. For many, this coin is not just a collectible, it's a reminder of the importance of heritage, courage, and unity. It teaches that strength is found in peace and progress comes through cooperation. Coin collectors around the world cherish the 2010 Sacagawea dollar for its rare blend of beauty and meaning. It represents a timeless piece of history that continues to inspire curiosity and respect. When you look closely at this golden coin, you see not just the face of Sacagawea but the heart of a nation, one built on the guidance, wisdom, and courage of its people. This is why the Sacagawea dollar continues to shine, year after year, in the eyes of collectors and history lovers alike. It tells a story that will never fade, because its message is as golden as the coin itself. Finding a perfect specimen from 2010 is like finding a spark of history preserved in time. Each one is a masterpiece, a small, circular tribute to peace and perseverance. Its golden surface, its detailed engraving, and its symbolic meaning make it one of the most desirable coins of its series. Those who own it hold a piece of art and a piece of America's soul. Collectors know that true beauty lies in both the design and the story, and the 2010 Sacagawea dollar has both in abundance. So, if you happen to have one of these shining treasures tucked away in a drawer or coin collection, it might be time to take a closer look. Because one of these stunning United States of America gold $1 Sacagawea 2010 coins has been valued at an extraordinary $70,000. You have a coin like this or any other rare coin? Tell us about it in the comments so we can help you uncover its history and true worth. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like this video so more collectors can join us in exploring the hidden treasures of American coinage. Top 4. The year was 1972, and America was in the midst of change, political tension, social shifts, and a generation finding its voice. Yet, in the middle of that era, one coin stood out, not just for its value but for the story it told. It was the United States of America Kennedy half-dollar, a gleaming tribute to one of the most beloved presidents in history. From the moment it was first minted in 1964, the Kennedy half-dollar carried emotional significance. It was born out of national mourning after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. By 1972, this coin had already become a symbol of hope, unity, and remembrance for millions of Americans. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar continued that legacy, featuring the now iconic portrait of President Kennedy designed by Gilroy Roberts. His confident profile faces left, capturing his determined yet compassionate spirit. Even after decades, this design remains one of the most admired portraits in American coinage. The words "Liberty" stretch boldly across the top, while "In God We Trust" lies just below his chin, surrounding the date 1972, a moment in time frozen in metal. Each detail, from his neatly combed hair to the subtle curvature of his jawline, reflects masterful craftsmanship. Turn the coin over, and the reverse design immediately captures your attention. Created by Frank Gasparo, it features the presidential seal, an eagle clutching olive branches and arrows, wings spread wide, surrounded by a ring of 50 stars representing the states of the Union. This design, powerful and elegant, embodies the spirit of America, peace through strength, unity through courage. Even today, collectors admire the 1972 half-dollar for its symmetry and bold symbolism. The coin was struck in two primary locations, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, each marked by the letters P or D. However, no mint mark was used on some Philadelphia coins that year, making those pieces more recognizable. While most of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollars were made from copper-nickel-clad compositions, a few special issues from earlier years were still being admired in silver. Collectors often seek these differences, as the composition greatly affects value and rarity. In 1972, the half-dollar was still widely circulated, used in daily transactions and casino machines across America. But as time passed, fewer and fewer people used them, turning these coins into collectibles instead of spending money. Over time, enthusiasts began to notice that not all 1972 Kennedy halves were the same. Some bore rare varieties, small details that turned ordinary coins into valuable treasures. One such variety became famous, the 1972 D double die obverse. This rare version features doubling on the inscriptions "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." Under magnification, the letters appear shadowed or doubled, making it instantly recognizable to trained eyes. Coins like these are the hidden gems that make collecting so thrilling. A single tiny error in the minting process can transform a 50-cent piece into a coin worth thousands, or even more. Collectors today scour coin rolls, auctions, and estate sales hoping to uncover one of these rare varieties from 1972. For them, each discovery feels like striking gold, but the beauty of the Kennedy half-dollar isn't just in its rarity, it's in its meaning. This coin carries the image of a man whose vision for America still echoes today: peace, progress, and unity. The shine of the coin seems to reflect Kennedy's legacy itself: bright, enduring, and unforgettable. It's not just a piece of currency, it's a piece of the American story. Even in worn condition, these coins are admired for their strong design and emotional depth. But when found in pristine, uncirculated form, they can truly astonish collectors with their beauty and brilliance. A flawless 1972 Kennedy half-dollar displays sharp details in Kennedy's hair, a clear strike on the eagle's feathers, and a stunning luster that gleams as if freshly minted. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC often assess these coins, and those with high grades, especially those featuring rare varieties or mint errors, command extraordinary prices. It's fascinating how a coin originally worth 50 cents could one day be worth thousands, all because of its story, its preservation, and its connection to American history. The Kennedy half-dollar remains one of the most collected coins in the United States. Every piece represents not just the value of metal, but a memory, a tribute to leadership, courage, and a nation's resilience. And though millions were made, only a few have survived in exceptional condition, untouched by time or circulation. Those rare survivors are the treasures every collector dreams of finding. Imagine holding one of these brilliant 1972 coins in your hand, its surface glowing under the light, every detail perfectly preserved. It's like holding a small piece of the past, a shining reminder of America's enduring ideals. The Kennedy half-dollar connects generations of collectors, from those who remember the 1960s to young enthusiasts discovering coin history today. It remains a timeless symbol of national pride and memory. Even after more than 50 years, the coin's beauty and meaning have not faded. It continues to inspire admiration and spark curiosity wherever it's found. For coin lovers, finding a rare and valuable 1972 half-dollar is not just about profit, it's about discovery. It's about holding history, art, and emotion all at once. The story of the Kennedy half-dollar reminds us that even the smallest details, a mint mark, a die error, a shine, can make all the difference in value and meaning. Every coin has a story to tell, and the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar tells one of legacy, remembrance, and timeless American spirit. It's a piece of metal that holds the heart of a nation. So, if you happen to find one of these coins in your collection or pocket change, take a close look. You might be holding something truly extraordinary. Because one of these remarkable United States of America Kennedy half-dollar coins from 1972 has been valued at an incredible $190,000. You have a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar or any rare coin? Tell us about it in the comments, and we'll help you uncover its history and value. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like this video so more collectors can join us in exploring the treasures of American coinage. Top 5. In 1973, the United States Mint continued one of its most iconic coin series, the Kennedy half-dollar. This shining symbol of American history and honor carried forward the memory of President John F. Kennedy, whose legacy still touched the hearts of millions a decade after his passing. But the 1973 edition held a few surprises that make it one of the most fascinating coins ever minted. From the very first glance, the Kennedy half-dollar of 1973 demands attention. Its bold design, gleaming luster, and deep historical meaning make it more than just a piece of currency, it's a piece of American heritage. Each coin tells a story of remembrance and pride, struck in metal for generations to hold. On the obverse, we see the familiar, dignified profile of President Kennedy. Designed by the talented Gilroy Roberts, This portrait captures Kennedy's strength, vision, and youthful energy, a leader whose spirit symbolized hope for the future. His confident gaze and fine details remind us of his lasting influence on the nation. The words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" frame his image, timeless inscriptions that give this coin both elegance and meaning. Just beneath his neck, the year 1973 stands proudly, a marker of the coin's origin and a frozen moment in time. Flip the coin over, and the reverse side, designed by Frank Gasparo, continues to impress. The majestic presidential seal features an eagle spreading its wings, clutching an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other, a balance of peace and strength. Above it, a circle of stars shines, representing the unity of all 50 states. Every detail of this design carries symbolism. The eagle's outstretched wings reflect freedom, while the olive branch reminds us of peace and diplomacy, values Kennedy himself deeply believed in. The arrows, on the other hand, represent the readiness to protect that peace. The 1973 Kennedy half-dollar holds another interesting fact: it was not issued for general circulation. Unlike previous years, these coins were made only for collectors in mint sets and proof sets. That means very few ever saw the hands of everyday Americans, making them rarer today than most realize. Because of this limited release, the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar quickly became a favorite among numismatists. Finding one in pristine, untouched condition is like uncovering a piece of history preserved exactly as it left the mint. Most of these coins were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, bearing the mint marks P and D, while beautiful proof versions came from the San Francisco Mint with the S mark. Each variation carries its own charm, appeal, and collectible value. The proof coins, in particular, are admired for their deep mirror finish. They gleam like glass, with sharp, frosted details that highlight every strand of Kennedy's hair and every feather on the eagle's wings. Holding one feels like holding a miniature work of art. What makes the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar even more intriguing is the scarcity of high-grade examples. While many exist, only a few have survived in absolutely perfect condition. Coins graded at the top levels, especially proof coins, can command remarkable prices at auction. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with deep cameo contrast, flawless surfaces, and no visible scratches or marks. These qualities separate ordinary pieces from those that are truly exceptional. Some rare minting errors have also been discovered among the 1,973 issues. Coins struck off-center, with doubled lettering, or missing edge details. These mint mistakes add a unique twist to the story and drive up their value among enthusiasts. Each one of these small imperfections becomes a treasure, a moment where the machine slipped, but beauty emerged. Error coins like these are always exciting discoveries in the world of numismatics, but beyond rarity and price, the Kennedy half-dollar represents something deeper. It stands for an era when America looked to the future with optimism, inspired by a leader who believed in service, courage, and unity. Every curve of this coin carries emotion. For many, it's not just a collectible, it's a piece of remembrance, a way to honor the ideals of a man whose dream for America still shines bright. The 1973 Kennedy half-dollar's unique history makes it a standout in the series. Because it wasn't released into circulation, it's a hidden gem that many people never even knew existed. For collectors, this coin bridges the gap between the common and the extraordinary. A mass-produced coin that became rare simply because of how it was distributed over time. Its beauty and scarcity have made it a prized possession. Whether found in a proof set or as a loose gem preserved for decades, it's always a stunning discovery. The golden tones of the proof versions shimmer under light, while the copper-nickel-clad circulation coins retain their silvery brilliance. Both types carry the same message, a tribute to a president whose vision changed the nation. Every collector who owns one knows that it's not just a coin, it's a story, a symbol, and a snapshot of American history. It's the kind of piece that connects generations and sparks fascination among anyone who holds it. Imagine coming across one of these coins in perfect mint state, its surface glowing, its details flawless. That's the kind of find that turns a collector's dream into reality. While millions admire the Kennedy half-dollar series, only a few truly understand the hidden value of the 1973 issue. Its combination of limited mintage, historical importance, and enduring design make it one of the standout coins of the era. Incredible to think that a coin never meant for circulation could end up becoming one of the most sought-after treasures for modern collectors. And yet, that's exactly what makes coin collecting so thrilling, the unexpected stories behind each discovery. If you own a 1973 Kennedy half-dollar, take a close look at its mint mark, condition, and finish. You might be surprised at just how valuable it truly is. Because one of these remarkable United States of America Kennedy half-dollar coins from 1973 has been valued at an astounding $185,000. You have this coin or any other rare American coin? Tell us about it in the comments. We'd love to help you uncover its history and value. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like this video so more collectors can join us in exploring the fascinating stories hidden inside America's most treasured coins. Top 6. The year 1981 marked another chapter in the continuing story of one of America's most admired coins, the Kennedy half-dollar. More than just a piece of metal, this coin stood as a lasting tribute to President John F. Kennedy, whose vision, leadership, and legacy continued to inspire the nation even decades after his passing. The Kennedy half-dollar had already become a household name by 1981. Introduced in 1964, the coin carried deep emotional weight for Americans, as it symbolized not only remembrance but also national pride. Each year, the coin seemed to carry forward the memory of a leader who changed the course of history. The obverse of the 1981 Kennedy half-dollar features the famous portrait of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. His profile, facing left, is strong, youthful, and dignified, a perfect reflection of the man who once inspired a generation to reach for the stars. The words "Liberty" stretch proudly across the top, while "In God We Trust" rests just beneath his chin, and the date 1981 anchors the design at the bottom. Every curve, every detail in the engraving captures the spirit of John F. Kennedy, confident, determined, and forever remembered. Turn the coin over, and the reverse design created by Frank Gasparo reveals the Great Seal of the United States, a majestic bald eagle with spread wings, clutching an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other. Above it shines a circle of 50 stars, representing the unity of the nation. The reverse symbolizes both peace and strength, the very values Kennedy stood for. It's a design that resonates deeply with collectors and history lovers alike. Every feather, every line, is a symbol of America's enduring ideals. The 1981 Kennedy half-dollar was struck primarily at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, bearing the P&D mint marks. Proof coins were also produced at the San Francisco Mint with the S mark, crafted to perfection for collectors and coin enthusiasts. By 1981, the half-dollar was no longer commonly used in daily transactions. Most Americans rarely saw one in their change, making each find a small surprise. This reduced circulation helped preserve many 1981 coins in excellent condition. The coin's composition had also changed since its early silver issues of 1964. By the 1980s, the Kennedy half-dollar was made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, giving it a silvery appearance that still gleamed with pride and precision. Although millions were minted, not all 1981 Kennedy halves are equal. The difference in value often lies in their condition, mint mark, and whether they are proof or circulation strikes. Coins with deep, mirror-like finishes and flawless surfaces command the highest attention from collectors. The San Francisco proof coins are especially admired for their stunning clarity and detailed craftsmanship. Each one looks more like a miniature portrait than a piece of currency, with frosted designs that seem to float on a mirror background. Collectors prize these proofs for their elegance, but they also seek out coins with rare minting errors, small imperfections that make a coin truly unique. Some 1981 Kennedy half-dollars show doubled lettering or slightly off-center strikes, details that can turn an ordinary coin into a valuable treasure. The search for such rare varieties is what keeps numismatists fascinated. It's the thrill of discovering something hidden, a small imperfection that transforms a common coin into a prized rarity. The 1981 Kennedy half-dollar is more than just a collectible, it's a time capsule. It represents a nation looking ahead while remembering its past. In those years, America was changing, yet the image of Kennedy remained a constant reminder of leadership and hope. Each coin minted in that era carries a sense of nostalgia, a reflection of an America that looked to the stars, dreamed big, and believed in progress. Holding this coin feels like holding a piece of that spirit. For collectors, the 1981 Kennedy half-dollar offers not just beauty but meaning. It embodies the enduring connection between the nation's ideals and one of its most beloved presidents. When preserved in perfect, uncirculated condition, the coin reveals its full brilliance. The luster dances under light, and every detail of Kennedy's portrait stands out sharply. Such coins, when graded at the highest levels, can achieve exceptional values. It's fascinating to think how a simple 50-cent piece can tell such a powerful story, a story of unity, memory, and honor. That's what makes the Kennedy half-dollar series one of the most collected in U.S. history. Even after decades, the design remains timeless. The obverse and reverse together form a complete image of what America stands for: leadership, strength, and peace. For many collectors, the 1981 edition is particularly special because it was the last year before a short break in the series' production. No Kennedy half-dollars were struck for circulation in 1982 or 1983, which makes the 1981 issue even more interesting historically. This detail adds to the excitement for those hunting for rare and valuable pieces. It's not just about finding the coin, it's about understanding its story and appreciating its place in numismatic history. Each coin, depending on its mint mark, finish, and grade, holds a different level of desirability. A proof coin from San Francisco in perfect condition, for example, is often a collector's dream, whether discovered in an old mint set, tucked away in a drawer, or found in a family collection. The 1981 Kennedy half-dollar is a coin that always captures attention. Its gleaming surface and historical weight make it stand out among modern issues. As time passes, its value only grows, both in the marketplace and in the hearts of those who understand its significance. It remains one of the coins that truly connects collectors to the spirit of America. Imagine finding one in pristine condition, its edges crisp, its surfaces flawless, its luster untouched by time. That's the kind of discovery that reminds collectors why they fell in love with coins in the first place. The Kennedy half-dollar continues to represent the best of what coin collecting stands for: history, art, and the thrill of the unexpected. And among those shining pieces, one particular 1981 Kennedy half-dollar has reached an extraordinary value of $145,000. If you own a Kennedy half-dollar or any rare coin, share it with us in the comments so we can help you uncover its story and true worth. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like this video so more collectors can join us in exploring the fascinating world of rare American coins. Top 7. In the year 1983, a shining symbol of American pride returned to circulation: the Kennedy half-dollar. This coin, bearing the likeness of one of the most beloved presidents in U.S. history, continued to remind Americans of leadership, courage, and hope nearly 2 decades after John F. Kennedy's tragic passing. The Kennedy half-dollar had first appeared in 1964, just months after the nation lost its young president. Ever since, it became more than just a coin. It was a tribute in metal, a symbol of the enduring spirit that Kennedy left behind. By 1983, the coin had already evolved through years of change. Its silver content was long gone, replaced by a copper-nickel-clad composition that gave it a bright silvery shine but made it more practical for everyday use. Still, collectors treasured it for its beauty and meaning. The obverse of the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar displays the famous portrait by Gilroy Roberts. Kennedy's profile faces left, confident and calm, representing vision and determination. The word Liberty arches proudly across the top, and beneath the chin rests the national motto, "In God We Trust." At the bottom sits the date, 1983, a simple mark, yet one that ties this coin to a unique chapter in American history. Each number gleams, surrounded by the rim that guards decades of memories and symbolism. The reverse of the coin, designed by Frank Gasparo, features the Great Seal of the United States. A proud bald eagle stands with wings spread wide, clutching an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other. Above the eagle, A ring of 50 stars forms a perfect circle of unity. This reverse design carries deep meaning. It reflects the balance Kennedy himself sought: strength and peace, power and diplomacy. Every detail, from the feathers to the stars, was crafted to tell the story of a strong and united America. In 1983, the half-dollar was minted at two primary locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The coins bear their respective mint marks, P or D, just below Kennedy's neck. That year, no proof coins were made for collectors, making business strike issues even more interesting to those who study U.S. coinage. The 1983 Kennedy half-dollar was not widely used in circulation, as the denomination had already begun disappearing from everyday transactions. Most people preferred smaller coins or paper currency, which meant the half-dollar became more of a collectible item than a common coin, yet it was still produced in the millions. And within those millions, some coins were struck with extraordinary quality, sharp details, and mirror-like luster. These are the pieces collectors treasure most. The 1983 half-dollar also became famous for a few rare mint errors. Some coins were struck off-center, while others had doubled lettering or slightly rotated dies. These mistakes, although unintentional, transformed ordinary coins into rare treasures worth thousands of dollars. Collectors are always fascinated by such errors, because they reveal the hidden stories of the minting process. A slight misalignment, a double strike, or a misplaced mint mark can change everything. The absence of mint sets in 1982 and 1983 also added intrigue to these coins. Since the U.S. Mint didn't release official sets for those years, collectors later realized that finding perfectly preserved examples from 1983 was far more challenging than expected. This scarcity makes the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar especially sought after in high grades. The finest specimens show every detail of Kennedy's hair, every line of the eagle's feathers, and an almost glass-like surface that reflects light beautifully. Finding such a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition is a moment of pure excitement for any numismatist. It's a connection to history, art, and national pride, all in one small piece of metal. Each 1983 Kennedy half-dollar tells a story not just of minting, but of memory. It reminds collectors of the time when Americans still felt the echo of Kennedy's call to ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. That connection to his legacy is what keeps this coin special. It isn't just about silver or copper, it's about what Kennedy represented: optimism, leadership, and unity. As collectors examine the surface of this coin, they often notice how the light catches Kennedy's profile, creating a gleam that feels almost lifelike. It's as if the coin itself carries his spirit forward. The reverse side, with its bold eagle, completes the story: freedom, power, and pride. The Kennedy half-dollar continues to represent America's ideals in a way few other coins ever have. Even though millions were minted, only a few have survived in perfect condition. Those few are worth far more than 50 cents, they're pieces of American heritage preserved in time. For those who collect coins, the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar holds a special place. It represents a rare year, a challenge to find in pristine quality, and a link to one of the nation's most enduring symbols. Over the years, this coin's value has steadily grown, especially in high mint state grades or with unique error varieties. Some collectors have even found 1983 halves that turned out to be worth a small fortune. Every time someone uncovers one of these coins, they're holding a story of a nation, a president, and a time when ideals still echoed in metal form. The beauty of coin collecting: it's not just about money, it's about history that you can touch, hold, and pass on. And when that history shines as bright as the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar, its worth is more than just financial, it's emotional and symbolic. Still, one extraordinary 1983 Kennedy half-dollar has stunned collectors by reaching a value of $140,000. If you have a Kennedy half-dollar or any rare coin in your collection, share it with us in the comments so we can help you uncover its story and true value. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like this video so more collectors can join us in discovering the hidden treasures of American coins. Top 8. The year was 1971, and America was ready to welcome a brand new dollar coin, one that would honor not only a great leader but also a great moment in human history. This was the year the United States introduced the Eisenhower $1 coin, a tribute to President Dwight D. Eisenhower and to the Apollo 11 moon landing that had united the world just 2 years earlier. When the Eisenhower dollar entered circulation, it marked the return of a large-sized dollar coin after nearly 4 decades. It was big, bold, and full of meaning, a true reflection of America's strength and vision during a remarkable time in history. The coin's obverse features a powerful portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. Eisenhower's image captures his calm determination, his sense of leadership, and his lifelong dedication to his country. Above his head is the word liberty, a fitting tribute to a man who fought to preserve freedom across the world. Below his chin appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," and just beneath, the date 1971, the very first year of this iconic coin's production. The reverse of the Eisenhower dollar is equally remarkable. It depicts an eagle landing on the surface of the moon, clutching an olive branch in its talons, a design based on the Apollo 11 mission insignia. Behind it, the Earth rises over the lunar horizon, symbolizing hope, unity, and human achievement. Around the eagle are the words United States of America and the phrase E pluribus unum, which means out of many, one. This phrase resonates deeply with the message of both Eisenhower's leadership and America's journey to the stars. The combination of these two images, Eisenhower and the moon landing, made the $1,971 one of the most meaningful coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint. It honored both military heroism and space exploration, two areas in which the United States had triumphed. The Eisenhower dollar was struck in 2 main compositions that year: the regular copper-nickel-clad version for circulation and a special 40% silver version made for collectors. The silver coins, sold in special government packaging, quickly became favorites among numismatists. These silver issues were minted at the San Francisco Mint and bear the S Mint mark. The regular copper-nickel coins, meanwhile, were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints and are marked with P and D, respectively. Because of their large size, 38.1 mm in diameter, the coins were heavy and impressive to hold. Their weight and shine made them stand out immediately from other U.S. coins. However, the large size also meant that Eisenhower dollars were not easy to carry or use in daily transactions. Many people kept them as keepsakes instead of spending them, which helped preserve numerous examples in high-grade condition. Over the years, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar gained a strong following among collectors. It represented the start of a short but fascinating coin series that lasted only from 1971 to 1978. In that series, the first-year issue, the 1971 coin, remains one of the most collectible. It symbolizes the beginning of a new chapter in U.S. coinage, one that blended history, art, and innovation. Some 1971 Eisenhower dollars stand out for their exceptional strike quality and stunning luster. These high-grade pieces, especially those in mint state condition, are prized for their crisp details and mirror-like surfaces. Collectors especially seek out the 1971's silver-proof coins for their deep contrast between frosted design and glossy background. They look like miniature sculptures, capturing every detail of Eisenhower's portrait and the majestic lunar eagle. But what really excites collectors are the rare errors and varieties discovered among 1971 Eisenhower dollars. Some show doubled lettering, die breaks, or other striking irregularities that make them extremely valuable. One of the most fascinating varieties is the 1971 Friendly Eagle design, a version in which the eagle's features appear softer and more rounded. This rare variation is highly sought after, as only a limited number were struck before the design was modified. Coins with strong strikes and full details on both the obverse and reverse are the true gems of the series. These are the coins that sparkle under the light, showing the skill of the engravers and the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. The Eisenhower dollar may not have circulated as widely as smaller denominations, but it carved its place in American numismatic history. It was the last large-size dollar coin intended for circulation, and it carries a nostalgia that collectors deeply cherish. For many, holding this coin is like holding a piece of history, an object that connects the legacy of a war hero president with the triumph of space exploration. Few coins carry such a combination of meaning and design. Even the sound of the coin, a deep metallic ring when struck, reminds collectors of the era it represents, the early 1970s, a time of progress, discovery, and ambition. Each time an Eisenhower dollar is found in pristine condition, it feels like uncovering a time capsule. The coin remains as bright and bold as it was the day it left the mint over 50 years ago, and among these, one extraordinary 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin has stunned collectors and auction houses alike, reaching an incredible value of $245,000. You have a 1971 Eisenhower dollar or any rare coin, share it with us in the comments so we can help you learn about its story and true value. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like this video to join our growing community of coin collectors who love discovering the hidden treasures of American history. Top 9. The year 1972 stands out as one of the most fascinating years in American coin history. It was the second full year of production for the Eisenhower $1 coin, a piece that celebrated both a great American leader and one of humanity's most remarkable achievements, the Apollo 11 moon landing. When the Eisenhower dollar was first introduced in 1971, it became an instant icon. It was the first large-size dollar coin minted by the United States since the Peace Dollar series ended in 1935. The 1972 issue continued this bold design, blending power, history, and symbolism in one shining piece of metal. The obverse of the coin features a strong, dignified portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the general who led the Allies to victory in World War II and later served as the 34th President of the United States. Designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, the portrait captures Eisenhower's calm confidence and leadership. Above his head are the bold letters of liberty, the foundation of the American dream. Just below his chin, the motto "In God We Trust" reminds everyone of the nation's faith and values. Beneath it all rests the date, 1972, marking a year of pride and production at the U.S. Mint. Turning the coin over reveals an equally stunning design. The reverse pays tribute to the Apollo 11 moon landing, showing an eagle descending onto the lunar surface with an olive branch in its claws, a direct nod to the mission's emblem. Behind the eagle, the Earth rises above the horizon, symbolizing hope, unity, and the vision that both Eisenhower and the Apollo astronauts represented. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "E pluribus unum," meaning "out of many, one." The symbolism of this coin is powerful. It connects America's greatest military leader with the nation's greatest scientific triumph, bridging two moments in history where courage and unity defined the country. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar was struck in three main versions, one for circulation and two special editions for collectors. Circulation coins were minted at Philadelphia and Denver, while the San Francisco Mint produced beautiful proof and silver-clad versions. The silver issues, with their mirror-like shine and deep frosted details, were sold to collectors and remain some of the most beautiful examples of modern U.S. coinage. Their metallic brilliance gives them a prestige few modern coins can match. However, what truly sets the 1972 Eisenhower dollar apart is the existence of several different reverse types. These subtle design variations make the coin series one of the most studied and collected in modern numismatics. Collectors have identified three main reverse types: Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. Each type has distinct features in the Earth and the islands beneath Florida, making them easily distinguishable under magnification. The Type 2 reverse, in particular, is the rarest and most desirable of the 1972 series. It was used briefly on a small number of Philadelphia minted coins, and these examples are now highly sought after by serious collectors. This rare Type 2 variety shows a sharply defined Earth and a clear, smooth line separating the continents, a detail that only experienced eyes might catch. Finding one in pristine condition is a dream come true for collectors. Because the differences are subtle, many of these rare Type 2 coins went unnoticed for years, circulating quietly in pocket change before being rediscovered by sharp-eyed numismatists. Even the regular 1972 Eisenhower dollars, when struck with precision and preserved in flawless condition, carry remarkable appeal. Their size, luster, and historical depth make them a joy to collect and study. The Eisenhower dollar, often affectionately called the Ike dollar, was more than a piece of money. it was a symbol of American strength. Its large size and bold portrait stood out among modern coins that had grown smaller and lighter, yet, despite its beauty, the Eisenhower dollar never fully caught on in everyday commerce. Its weight and size made it inconvenient for pockets and wallets, so many people simply saved them as souvenirs. This unintended saving habit helped preserve many in excellent condition, particularly those sold directly by the U.S. Mint to collectors. High-grade examples still shine today with full details and bright, unbroken luster. The combination of Eisenhower's image and the Apollo 11 design gives this coin a patriotic depth that few others can match. It tells the story of courage on Earth and triumph on the Moon, two events that defined a generation. For collectors, each 1972 Eisenhower dollar is a small piece of that legacy. Whether it's the gleaming silver proof from San Francisco or the rare Type II variety from Philadelphia, every version tells a story worth preserving. These coins are often found in mint sets, old collections, or forgotten drawers, waiting to be rediscovered. When found in perfect condition, they can carry surprising value in today's coin market. Each coin holds a reminder of an era when the United States celebrated heroes, not just in politics or war, but in science and exploration. It represents the spirit of ambition and innovation that still defines America today. The Eisenhower dollar may have been the last of its kind, a large, heavy coin meant for circulation, but its legacy continues in the hearts of collectors everywhere. From the battlefield to the moon, its designs celebrate humanity's highest achievements, forever captured in shining metal. It's not just currency, it's a story you can hold, and among all these remarkable coins, one incredibly rare 1972 Eisenhower $1 has reached an astonishing value of $240,000. You have a 1972 Eisenhower dollar or any other rare coin? Share it with us in the comments so we can help you uncover its story and true worth. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like this video so more collectors can join us in exploring the fascinating world of American coins. Top 10. The year 1974 brought another remarkable chapter in the story of the Eisenhower $1 coin, a coin that proudly carried the image of a general, a president, and a symbol of American honor. This coin stood as a tribute not only to Dwight D. Eisenhower but also to the achievements that defined an era of courage and exploration. The Eisenhower dollar had debuted in 1971, and by 1974, it had already gained respect and admiration among collectors. It was the last large-size dollar coin made for circulation, and its bold design and historical meaning made it truly unforgettable. On the obverse side, the coin bears a powerful portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparo. His face looks calm and determined, capturing the wisdom of a man who led the Allied forces to victory during World War II and later guided America through times of peace. Above the portrait, the word liberty stands in bold letters, representing the very principle that Eisenhower devoted his life to protecting. Below his chin, the national motto "In God We Trust" is inscribed, and under it lies the date, 1974, marking the year this beautiful piece of history was struck. Turn the coin over, and you'll find one of the most symbolic reverse designs ever to appear on U.S. coinage. It depicts an eagle gracefully landing on the moon, holding an olive branch in its talons, with the Earth visible above the lunar horizon. This breathtaking scene was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission, the first moon landing in 1969. The eagle represents America's strength, while the olive branch stands for peace. It is a perfect combination of power and hope. Surrounding the design are the words United States of America and E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. The coin also proudly bears its denomination, $1, completing a design that reflects the nation's ambition and unity. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar was produced at 3 U.S. mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, the Denver coins have a small d, and the San Francisco issues display an S. While most of these coins were made from a copper-nickel clad composition for circulation, the San Francisco Mint also produced stunning 40% silver collector editions. These silver coins shimmer with brilliance and remain highly sought after by collectors today. Each mint produced millions of coins, but their conditions varied greatly. Those preserved carefully right from the mint, especially proof and silver versions, shine with mirror-like surfaces and sharp, intricate details. For the 1974 series, the San Francisco proof coins are especially admired. Their deep cameo contrast between frosted designs and reflective backgrounds gives them a beautiful, almost three-dimensional appearance. Some Eisenhower dollars from 1974, however, are far rarer than others. Certain pieces display minting errors that make them stand out, such as off-center strikes, doubled lettering, or die cracks. These small mistakes can turn an ordinary dollar into a true treasure. Collectors are always on the hunt for such varieties, because they tell a unique story about the minting process and add an extra layer of excitement to the hobby. One of the fascinating aspects of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is how it captures two different forms of greatness: the greatness of a leader and the greatness of human exploration. Few coins combine those two legacies so perfectly. Even though the Eisenhower dollar wasn't widely used in daily transactions, it became a favorite keepsake for Americans. Its large size and gleaming design made it stand out in anyone's hand. Many families kept these coins as souvenirs, gifts, or memories of the space age. Others stored them away in mint packaging, unknowingly preserving pieces that would one day become highly valuable. The coin's sheer size and weight gave it a presence unmatched by smaller denominations. When held, it feels significant, like holding a piece of American pride and progress. Over the years, the Eisenhower dollar has come to symbolize an era of optimism. It connects the post-war generation led by Eisenhower with the new era of science and discovery symbolized by the moon landing. The 1974 issue is particularly special because it came just before the country transitioned to the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979, making these large coins the last of their kind in circulation. Collectors today look back on the Eisenhower series with admiration. Its designs, details, and historical depth make it one of the most meaningful coin series of the modern era. The 1974 coins in high mint state condition, especially those with the S mint mark in proof silver, are gems of any serious collection. Their luster, clarity, and perfect strikes reveal the artistry of the U.S. Mint at its finest. Each of these coins tells a story of strength and unity. Eisenhower's leadership and the Apollo program's success both remind Americans of what determination and teamwork can achieve. Even decades later, the Eisenhower dollar continues to inspire collectors and history lovers alike. It's not just a coin, it's a tribute to human achievement and national pride. Finding a 1974 Eisenhower dollar in pristine condition is like uncovering a time capsule. The shine, the detail, and the weight of history come together in a single, breathtaking piece. For those who appreciate numismatics, this coin is more than a collectible, it's a conversation between the past and the present, between heroes and dreamers. And while millions were made, only a few have survived in flawless condition or with rare mint errors, making them worth small fortunes today. One such remarkable 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin has astonished collectors around the world by reaching a value of $230,000. You have a 1974 Eisenhower dollar or any other rare coin? Share it with us in the comments so we can help you discover its story and true value. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like this video so more collectors can join us in exploring the fascinating world of American coins.